just one more match day to go until we finally know which 24 teams will be advancing into the UEFA Champions League. 16 of them will be going through to the knockout phase, the knockout playoff phase. The 8 of left, which are number 1 to number 8, will be automatically in the top 16. So basically for them teams, this round and next is crucial to seeing which teams will qualify into this Champions League format, either in the playoffs or in the top 8. And let me tell you, there are some teams that potentially might not even be in it. I mean, there's some giants who might not even qualify into the playoffs. So this stage and match day 8 next week are influential in deciding this league phase and finally finding out which teams will be in the top 8. Because let me tell you, this Champions League is starting to unfold. As just like that, then let's get straight underway and let me talk to you about number 36 of this week's Champions League Power Rankings. Number 36, BSC Young Boys. Last time out, number 35, playing Celtic away. Number 35, Slovan Bratislava. Last time out, number 36, playing VfB Stuttgart at home. Number 34, Bologna, playing Borussia Dortmund at home. Number 33, RB Leipzig. Last time out, number 31, playing Sporting Club de Portugal at home. Number 32, RB Salzburg. Last time out, number 29, playing Real Madrid away. Number 31, SK Sturm Graz. Last time out, number 32, playing Atalanta away. Number 30, Crvena Zvezda, playing PSV Eindhoven at home. Number 29, Girona. Last time out, number 33, playing AC Milan away. Number 28, Sparta Prague, playing Inter Milan at home. Number 27, Shakhtar Donetsk, playing Stade Brestois at home. Number 26, Dinamo Zagreb. Last time out, number 24, playing Arsenal away. Number 25, Paris Saint-Germain, playing Manchester City at home. Number 24, VfB Stuttgart. Last time out, number 26, playing Slovan Bratislava away. Number 23, PSV Eindhoven, playing Crvena Zvezda, Red Star Belgrade away. Number 22, Celtic. Last time out, number 21, playing BSC Young Boys at home. Number 21, Feyenoord. Last time out, number 20, playing Bayern Munich at home. Number 20, Club Brugge. Last time out, number 22, playing Juventus at home. Number 19, falling 10 places, Manchester City. Last time out, number 9, playing Paris Saint-Germain away. Number 18, Sporting Club de Portugal. Last time out, number 11, playing RB Leipzig away. And last but not least, in this section, number 17, AS Monaco. Last time out, number 13, playing Aston Villa at home. So here are all your unseeded teams and all of your eliminated teams right in this order from number 36 to number 17, starting off with BSA Young Boys for a change, then going up the list to number 17 of AS Monaco. Top 16 coming up right now. Number 16, AC Milan. Last time out, number 18, playing Girona at home. AC Milan are a very... They've done a strange move, if you think, but you can see why, because the Champions League form is completely different to their league form. That is why they sacked head coach Paulo Fonseca and replaced him with highly experienced Portuguese mind of Sergio Conceição. Formerly the manager of FC Porto, he comes to the Rossoneri hoping to bring them a little bit of force and a bit of grit in that team, because recently AC Milan haven't particularly been that great. That is why they ended up sacking Paulo Fonseca following draw to AS Roma. They decided to sack Paulo Fonseca and they replaced him with another Portuguese mind. But yeah, Champions League, they've been really good. They've won the last 4 games in the Champions League, including wins against Real Madrid. So that should show to the Rossoneri that, well, things aren't doom and gloom And it isn't doom and gloom. If AC Milan can rack up some points now, they may potentially get a good run into that top 8. They play Girona and Dinamo Zagreb. If they can win them next 2 games, barring from results, they could potentially get in the top 8. Which, for the Rossoneri, obviously sacking Paulo Fonseca and getting Sergio Conceição will be it'll be a very bold move from Zlatan Ibrahimovic and the guys above. But it may be worth it, it may not. AC Milan are 8th in the league, so that is why they did decide to sack Fonseca. 19 points, behind first place Napoli on 50 points. So you can see why they made that move. But, well, either way, AC Milan are doing quite well in this Champions League. That is why they've gone up 2 places, and for the first time since matchday 1, they are in the top 16. Number 15, Real Madrid. Last time out, number 12, playing RB Salzburg at home. Jude Bellingham had a game, didn't he, against Atalanta? He really had a game, as him and Kylian Mbappe were pulling the strings in that Real Madrid attack. And, well, that is why they ended up scoring 3 goals against Atalanta. Now, Atalanta, they are quite a good team. They are quite a good team, especially at home at the G5 Stadium. However, Jude Bellingham was on it. He was on it as well. He scored a goal to make it 3-1. That is why he's doing the typical Bellingham goal celebration. As, Real Madrid needed that win. They needed that win because they were in trouble if they didn't win that game. However, they did. They did win that game, which was influential. If they wouldn't win that game, they would be in 26th. That would mean they would potentially be 2 games until elimination, which is what Los Blancos certainly did not want. So that is why Jude Bellingham and Kylian Mbappe came up clutch and beat Atalanta. And Atalanta, they're quite a good team. They are a very good team. I will talk about Atalanta later on in the video, but all I do know is Real Madrid, they did well beating them, and they needed to beat them. Number 14, Juventus. Last time out, number 10, playing Club Brugge away. Now, this might sound really, really strange, but Juventus undefeated this season. In the league, they are undefeated. In the league. In the Champions League, they're not. But in Serie A, they are undefeated. And let me tell you these stats. Juventus have had 8 wins and 13 draws. 13 draws. That is, well, that's bad. And it is bad on Thiago Motta, because Thiago Motta could be linked with getting the sack. Even though they are undefeated, it's that weird, but that's Italian football for you. Anything can happen in Italian football. And Juve, they're currently in 5th place, 2 points behind 4th place Lazio. And, well, they could do something. But the fact that they're undefeated in the league baffles me. Because, well, this Juve team, they're good, but they've got obviously Dusan Vlahovic, but that's it. I mean, you could say Kenan Yildiz could be a shout, but that's really it for Juve. That is really it. They do play Club Brugge and Benfica, 2 very, very tough games, and Juve will have to be on their A game. They did have a brilliant result at home to Manchester City, which has put Manchester City in a little bit of danger. However, the Rossoneri, if they still want to get into this top 8, they will have to win these next 2 games, which are very tough games. Number 13, SL Benfica. Last time out, number 16, playing FC Barcelona at home. Now, Benfica, for me, are a very good example of a very strange team. They are a very strange team, but in a good way strange. They're not, like, really, really bad, but they can get very good results, but every time I back Benfica to do well, they never do well. They're like the Atlanta Falcons for me in American football terms. How every time I do something, every time I think they'll win, they lose. That is Benfica. Every time I think they will win, or every time I think they'll get a really good result, they don't. As they did draw 0-0 to Bologna, which Bologna have 1 point. They drew to them at home, which is not a great result. Bologna did try and fight until the end, like a typical Italian team does, and they even had a very close chance to make it 1-0. But Benfica had the opportunity, and they wasted it. And Benfica's next 2 fixtures is against Barcelona and Juventus, 2 tough fixtures for Benfica, who are lying in 15th. Benfica are also a side that can beat the top teams. They can win against the top teams. They've beaten Barcelona a number of times. I remember recently they beat them by 4-0 one time. Benfica. Oh no, 3-0 they beat them. So they're a very odd side, Benfica. They are a very strange side, but they are a very good side. Obviously, with the likes of Andrei Trubin, Nicolas Otamendi, Alvaro Carrillas, as we can see on there, Okan Chuchu, and Angel Di Maria. They're a very strange team, but they are a good team. I do like the way our Benfica play, so I will applaud them for that. But 13th, it's good. However, they need to get a point or two in these next 2 games. Number 12, Eloise Lille, last time out. Number 14, playing Liverpool away. Anfield is never a good place to go to for Lille. However, they have had some very good form. The last time they did lose, in fact, was the 2-0 loss against Sporting. Ever since then, they have won or drawn every single game. And because of that, they are in 3rd with 32 points. So, Lille have started life a bit weak under Bruno Genesio, but then they went stronger. As they are now they're in the top 8, Lille. They are in the top 8. They are currently 8th in the top 8. So they are occupying the final spot in that top 8. Only with a goal difference more than Stade Brestois in goals conceded. So they are a bit of a surprise package, Lille. Not a lot of people thought Lille would be the team to beat. However, with the likes of Jonathan David, with the likes of Edin Džegrova, they are a side to watch. And them two should be on iWatch. Them two should be on watch. I mean, Edin Džegrova has been injured, but instead of that injury, they have the Icelandic talent of Hakon Arnar Haraldsson, who has played decent. He scored a goal against Sturm Graz, we do know, and he's been playing. He did score recently the 2-1 win against Nice also, so he will most likely be starting this game against Liverpool. They may not win, but at least if they give a challenge, then that's all they're hoping for, Lille, in this one. Atalanta were in quite good form before that loss against Real Madrid. Now they've kind of struggled a little bit since the start of the new year, as ever since they beat Cagliari, Cesena in the Cup and Empoli, they've gone a bit out of form as they have not won in the last 5 games. However, them 5 games have been really tough games. They've played the likes of Lazio, Inter, Udinese, Juve and Napoli. Napoli was a very close one that they did win by 3-2, thanks to a goal from Romelu Lukaku in the 78th minute to finish it all off. But Atalanta, they should still be positive. They've gone down 3 places in my power rankings from number 8 to number 11 based on where they are in the league table. However, Sturm Graz and Barcelona, some people might say they might even beat Barcelona. I'm not sure if they will, but they do have the capacity of beating Barcelona. If Barcelona do win, they may potentially clinch that 2nd spot, which will mean Atalanta may go on full gear, no breaks, to potentially get that top 8 spot, which they desperately would like to have. Number 10, Stade Brestois, last time out. Number 17, playing Shakhtar Donetsk away. This is the first time ever I've ranked Stade Brestois in the top 16, especially in the position where they are now, and no wonder. They have been the fairy tale of this Champions League. Remember, a club that isn't actually playing at their home ground. They are playing, I believe, a couple of miles away in the town of Gongom, or whatever it's called. They are defying the odds, as a lot of people would say, under Eric Roy. They are the 9th in the league, however, in the Champions League, they're 7th. Now, they do have Shakhtar and Real Madrid the next 2 games, but I think they can do it. I really think Stade Brestois can do it. If they can get a result against Shakhtar and potentially get a draw against Real Madrid, they may be confirmed a spot in that top 8, which that would be one of the greatest ever things to probably happen in this Champions League. If a little tiny club, Stade Brestois, ends up qualifying to the top 8, which is meant to be for the bigger clubs, by the way, that, for me, would make the Champions League very special, and it would start this Champions League campaign very strong, heading on the years to come. But yeah, what Eric Hoyt has done with his Stade Brestois team is simply remarkable, and the way how they are doing it, things are really good. They did beat PSV 1-0. Very gritty win, but they are the wins that you want. You want that. A goal there from Lacadinal, Julien Lacadinal, scored the winner, the Stade Brestois as well. Keep it up. Keep it up, because you are providing some very, very good fairy tales in this Champions League this season. Number 9, Atletico de Madrid. Last time out, number 19, playing Bayer Leverkusen at home. Atletico Madrid are starting to get it now, as in the Champions League they are 3 from 3 and had not lost since October. However, they did lose yesterday. They lost on Saturday with a 1-0 loss to Leganés, which Leganés have been a bit of a weird side, Leganés, because they've beat the likes of Barcelona, they've beat the likes of Atleti in the space of a couple of weeks. So Leganés, they were in a relegation zone before. Now, I'm not too sure, but Atletico, they were number 19th before, now they are number 9. This is the first time in a couple of weeks they are back in the top 16, and they are 9th. So that is very, very good. They've poised themselves to be in a great position, in my opinion, to get into that top 8. Number 8, Bayern Munich. Last time out, number 6, playing Feyenoord away. Quite simply, Michael Olise is him. He has been influential in Bayern Munich this season following his move from Crystal Palace, and he has lit the Bundesliga by storm, and I didn't think he would have this much of an effect, but he has been simply fantastic for Bayern Munich. As well, he scored 2 goals and assisted 1 in a 5-1 drubbing of Shakhtar Donetsk in Gelsenkirchen. I bet a lot of Schalke 04 fans did not like that, and for good riddance too, because it's Bayern Munich. But Michael Olise has been spectacular this season, but forget about him. Let's talk about Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich have been a very good side in this Champions League. They have lost 2 games. They've won 4 and lost 2. They are currently 10th in the league with games against Feyenoord and Slovan Bratislava. If they can beat Feyenoord, I think they're more likely through because of that Slovan Bratislava result on match day 8. However, you never know with the Champions League, but all I do know is if Michael Olise, if Thomas Müller, if Serge Gnabry, if they can all do the goods for Bayern Munich, then they will be just fine. Number 7, Borussia Dortmund, playing Bologna away. BVB aren't doing the greatest this season, if I'm honest with you. They are 10th in the league, lost the last 3, and if they lose to Bologna, potentially getting risk of Nuri Sahin's job. And if I'm honest, I don't really blame him. If Dortmund are 10th in the Bundesliga, something is wrong. Something is clearly wrong, and someone needs to take responsibility. And I don't know who that can be, but the manager. I said at the time when Nuri Sahin came, I thought it would be a very risky appointment for Dortmund, because his only spell he had was managing for Antalyaspor in Turkey. And Turkish league and the Bundesliga is a little bit different. And Antalyaspor and Borussia Dortmund are a little bit different, but well, behind him anyway, and it looks like it could not go. It might not go to plan. If they lose to Bologna, there is rumours of him getting sacked. And I have also heard that Manchester United's former head coach Erik ten Hag will be taking over him. So that could be interesting for Borussia Dortmund if Erik ten Hag does take over. But the Holstein Kiel one for me was a bad loss, 4-2. You're losing 4-2 to bottom of the Bundesliga. That's bad. Yeah, that's bad. And someone needs to take responsibility of that. And where they are 10th in the Bundesliga, that is not good. That is not good. You're 20 points behind first place Bayern. If you want to compete for the title race, that is not what you do. We are almost at the end of halfway, and you're 10th. So for my opinion, something has to give. I don't know who. Might be the manager, but Dortmund are doing really well in the Champions League. They're in the top 8. But in the Bundesliga, which is where the problem might be, they've not been great. Number 6, Aston Villa, last time out. Number 15, playing AS Monaco away. Villa are a team that have been a bit under the radar, I think, in my opinion, this Champions League. Not a lot of people have seen Villa. It's like, you've got all the standout teams, don't you, like Liverpool, Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund. But Villa are a bit under the radar this season. Not a lot of people are talking about them. And I think they should be recognised, because they are sixth in my power rankings. They are doing very well in the Champions League. They're 5th in the top 8. They are 5th overall rankings. They've got AS Monaco away, which will be a tough game. Then they've got Celtic at home. If they get decent results out of them, they will be in the top 8. Not a lot of Villa fans thought Aston Villa would be in the top 8. And it's because of the grit that Unai Emery has put into this side. You've had Ollie Watkins, you've had Jean Duran especially involved in the goals. Against RB Leipzig, Ross Barkley getting on the score sheet. All of these names that, well, you don't expect Ross Barkley to score, but, well, Ollie Watkins and Jean Duran you do. But all of these names, you don't expect to do well and come up clutch in Champions League. But that is what it is. That is how it is going at Aston Villa at the moment. And they are starting to get some maintained form. They've not lost since that 3-0 loss to Newcastle at St James's Park. They signed Daniel Marlin, Champions League finalist from last season. So I think for Aston Villa, things are going very well. And I believe Aston Villa will make it in that top 8 of the league phase. Number 5, Bayer Leverkusen, playing Atletico de Madrid away. What a win. What a win from Xabi Alonso's men. Beating Inter Milan at home 1-0, last minute winner. That is brilliant. And given the fact that Inter Milan, that was their first goal they have conceded in this competition, and they lose 1-0, was brutal for the Azzurri. However, for Bayer Leverkusen, they were living the life, and they are living the life very high, as they are doing really well in the Champions League. They're in 4th position, only lost once, and that was a drubbing against Liverpool. They are currently on, well, that was their last loss actually, Liverpool. They are currently on I think 10-11 game unbeaten streak, so they are the team to watch in this Champions League, and I'm sure people will be looking out for Bayer Leverkusen. They're starting to get their form back, and given the teams Atletico Madrid and Sparta Prague, they could potentially do well. Atletico will be an absolute brilliant game to watch, because Atletico Madrid are a good side, same as Bayer Leverkusen, but Bayer Leverkusen will have to put on the pressure away at the Wanda Metropolitano to get a result. Number 4, Arsenal, playing Dinamo Zagreb at home. Arsenal's form has been a little bit hit and miss this season. Obviously, without Martin Odegaard, they've struggled. Now, without Bukayo Saka, they're struggling. The win that they did have was against Tottenham Hotspur. That was it. 1 win in 5. That is a sign for concern. But in the Champions League, Arsenal are living their life. They are doing really well in the Champions League. 3rd place, 13 points, 11 goals, 2 conceded. They are the ones to watch. And given out their fixtures against Dinamo Zagreb and Girona, Arsenal, for me, should go 6 from 6, which will be a top 8 place for the Gunners. Number 3, FC Barcelona, playing Benfica away. Barcelona have shown this game they are no minnows under Hansi Flick. They mean business. They had to fight for this win away the Signal Iduna Park, and it was all thanks to the Shark Ferran Torres. The 2 goals in the crucial moments in the 75th and 85th minute, denying Dortmund from any chance. But it was a real bounce back game. It was 1-0 Barcelona, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 2-3. So it was a real bounce back game, and I'm sure for Hansi Flick, this might benefit them in the long run, but they can beat teams like Borussia Dortmund away from home. Number 2, Inter Milan, playing Sparta Prague away. Despite Inter Milan losing 1-0 to Bayer Leverkusen, I still think they are one of the best teams in this Champions League. I think give a very tough team and they will give them a challenge. Anyone else, I think they'll win easy, because that is how they play. That is how Simeone Inzaghi sets them up. They set them up in a very defensive, high-line type of formation, because that is a typical Italian formation. They play like a typical Italian team. When you play Inter Milan, when you play Bologna, for example, even Bologna, they will give you tests. And Inter Milan are giving people tests. And that Jan Bisek, Denzel Dumfries, Stefan Acerbi, Alessandro Bastoni, them defenders are hard to get. Them defenders are hard to break. And it will take a very good attack to break them. That is why they are still on my number 2 list. They're still in the top 8. They are number 6 right now. So they may get in, and I do think they will get in with Sparta Prague and AS Monaco to play. But even though they have a little stumble, I still think Inter Milan will be okay under Lautaro Martinez and Simone Inzaghi. And finally, retaining that number 1 spot for a 3rd consecutive week, number 1 Liverpool Football Club playing LOS Lille at home. Why Liverpool? Why? Why do you have to be this good? I don't understand. And they didn't even play that good against Girona, but they found a way to win. It's like luck is on their side with how much mistakes the opposition have. Because of their mistakes, that results in Liverpool then counting on their mistakes and they score. And Mohamed Salah did score from a penalty. That was it. That was the game. Liverpool got the 3 points. But, well, they just keep winning. They just keep winning. As Dory says, let's keep swimming, just keep swimming. They just keep winning. And that is really annoying for me. But they are a really good team, Liverpool. Arne Slot has inherited one very good team. And it's a team that a lot of people will be scared of. Just look at this attack. Mohamed Salah, Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, Cody Gakpo, Diogo Jota and Federico Chiesa. That is some of the best attack in the world you have right there. And that, no wonder why teams are worried. Because of that attack, that is scary. And I think they will get 8 from 8, Liverpool. I believe they will get 8 wins from 8, which, if that is the case, is a massive statement from Liverpool that they are here to be ready and they are here to win this thing. So, just like that, then I will get going. So, if you did like that video, if you do say something, it would really mean a lot to me. You don't have to. As I shall go, and I will be seeing you soon in a week's time for the big one, match day 8 of the UEFA Champions League Power Rankings. Stay tuned. See you soon, and bye-bye.